Welcome to Micro Podcast. I'm continuing a conversation with Jason Ng. He's the CMO at Gusto. Jason, before you were with Gusto, you worked for a few startups like Microsoft, Amazon, AWS, and P&G. I'm wondering if you could share a few key principles that you've taken from your experience as a B2C marketing leader, and how are you applying them now within a B2B context?
There are going to be differences in terms of who you sell to and what you're selling and the complexity of what you're selling. But at the end of the day, the customer is the customer, and being keyed in terms of what matters to them, their pain points, how they go about using products and deciding on what to use is a really important thing, irrespective of what you're selling. And to me, it's never been just about like sitting behind a desk, looking at a spreadsheet and doing market research. It's about immersion, like be in that customer's world. Kind of like how actors will, some actors will do method acting. Like I appreciate the idea of doing like being a method customer expert. I love joining sales calls. I like speaking to people who like our products and people who don't. And I think by really understanding and hearing from them and being able to ask follow-up questions, you can really develop some important insights that will shape how you think about your strategy. Another key principle is really just keep things simple. You're really just trying to answer 3 questions: who, what, and how. Who is your audience? What is your message? And how will you reach them? If you lose sight of these basics, like even the most complex tech stack or attribution model won't help you get any closer to a good plan if you can't start with those fundamentals. And then lastly, all of marketing really centers around this idea of what I call availability. There's 2 aspects to thinking about availability. There's kind of the mental piece, which means really staying top of mind, being instantly memorable when a customer is ready to buy. Ultimately, most buyers are choosing from that shortlist, and you want to be on that shortlist. And then there's physical availability, and that's about being easily discoverable. So like back in my P&G days, it was about being on shelf, being in the right shelf level, having the right share of shelf. In a digital sense, it's just like, how do you show up in the search results? How are you being present online, on review sites, on best of lists? So like these are fundamentals that guide me no matter what the product is or industry.